Last time it led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Goff throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Gets through, and now an opening. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Like 20. 54. All day, every day.
Here's Goff. Being chased out left, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And some room to run now. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down throw, gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Now Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 34 yards there at a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second and 1, Wilson buying time to his left. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
Again, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Gone. He's caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He was taken down by Cassius Marsh. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This pass caught at the 4. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.